Good day, dear students and participants of our distance learning. Today we have lesson number 16, and today we will talk about the web hosting, and not only. Also, we have our grammar points. First of all, look at the lesson plan. First, we will talk about web hosting, and as I mentioned before, about the comparatives and superlatives of adjectives. First of all, we have to know what is web hosting. Web hosting have its own definition. It's the main technological point in the sector of the web hosting. From the hosting, we know it's how to store our information. And when a company has a website, it has been to be stored in or hosted on a server. There are several ways to do this. So, we have to highlight the one word, hosted. It means we have to do it in a store way. Okay, let's see another slide. As I mentioned above, we have different ways of the storing of the web hosting. The cheapest is to use a commercial hosting service to store the website on its own, and computer along with the several other companies. You see, from the word of the cheapest, we can see that the web hosting also different about the price. So in this, the cheapest one called shared hosting. It also has its own definition. With this, each website may be quite slow. It means a little bit slow because the server has to deal with the many websites at the same time. You see, it has not own place. It also have to share its place in the website server. So let's see another slide. Here we have hosting services are often priced according to the service specification. It means that we have to mention the features of the web hosting when we are going to use them. It means some of them really cheap and some of them like a medium price, and we have expensive. From this point, we can see that they are also different. How we know the pricing, how we recognize the pricing by its specification and features. First, it is bandwidth. It's a maximum amount of data transfer allowed. You see how much data is transferring also in the price of the hosting service. So, and also we have the number of IP addresses allowed. We also have to pay attention how many numbers of the IP addresses allowed in this time. So, as we see, we have a new acronym during our lesson, and it is like IP. What does it mean? An IP is the Internet Protocol. I think that you face to this kind of the shortening in your life. What is IP address? IP address is a sequence of numbers and letters that is unique to each server or website, and which can be used to identify it on the internet. You also have to pay attention that is a number of letters, and it should be unique, and so on. Also, today we have to talk about the grammar point of our lesson. It's a little bit easy. We have to speak about the comparatives and superlatives of adjectives. Let's begin from the comparatives. So we use comparatives to compare two things. All the time when we compare something to, we have to use ER to the adjective, than, and more, than, or less, as it's shown in our slide. Then with adjectives. We use more, less, or fewer with the nouns. As you remember from your school time, if you have a short adjective, you just use ER, and that's all. Like a long, longer, short, shorter. But also you have to pay attention on the letters, on the pronunciation, and etc. So let's see what kind of examples do we have here. The first one, servers are more expensive than tablets. So here we have like a example to the technology world, more expensive than. For longer words, for long adjective, we use more and also we can use here then. In this case, the word expensive not changed. The second example, laptops are less expensive than service. This is like an antonym of the first example. More and less, this is words of antonyms. And the last one, we have fewer servers than desktops. Also, we have here the word fewer. It means not much more as before. So let's see another slide. Here we use the same. In the brackets we have as, or as plus adjective plus as. To show that two things are the same. It's this kind of rule also good for similarities. When you have to show that something is similar to something, it's also good for your speech. For example, if you want to say like your life as good as a gold. In this example, you have to show that you have a really good life. As good as a gold, for example, yes? And also this is good for your speech. It makes your speech more colorful, unique, and like a level of your speech will be maybe higher. And here we have some kind of example. Look at the first example. The setup fee is the same for both plans. Here we have is the same or as, same as. Yes, you can do this. So in this example, you see that setup's fee. It means the price of the setup is the same. And the next example, it is as fast as the other servers. Here we have maybe two types of the servers as we mentioned before, and you also can not compare, just you have to show that they are similar and they have the maybe same features or same specifications and etc. So the second stage of today's grammar point, it's a superlative form of the adjective. Here we not compare two things, we compare more than two things. Yes, from its name we can like a superlative, something not better, maybe the best one. In this we use the plus est, it's suffix the most or the least with the adjective. Also here we have the short and long adjectives, and for short one we add est. For example, long, the longest, big, the biggest. For example, the biggest ocean in the world, it is Pacific one. Yeah. So, and for the long adjective we use the most or the least. It's like an antonym. So we use the most or the least with nouns also. And also we have irregular form of the superlatives like the best, the worst, and others. So let's see what kind of example do we have here. The first one. This server is the fastest of the three, but the least reliable. Here we mentioned some word, the fastest. So we take the adjective fast and we change it for the superlative form, the fastest. But also we have here the second adjective, the least reliable. It means that not reliable server we have. And next one, it's a question form. Which server has the most memory? You see, in this example, you can see that we use most, least, as we mentioned before, with a noun. Memory, it's this word memory, it's a noun. It's not adjective. Even with this, we can use most. Most memory, it means the biggest memory, maybe not the same as with others. So, and our last point that we have to talk, it's words and its expressions. So the first one, it is dedicated hosting. As I mentioned before, the cheapest one, it is shared hosting. When hosting work not its own, it's not so unique, and it's also about the IP addresses and so on. But here we have dedicated hosting. It is a little bit different. It's not so cheap. It may be a little bit the price is higher, and so on. The next word, it is downtime. It also, you can just check your dictionaries to look what is the definition of this downtime word. So, and also to like an antonym of the downtime, we have the word uptime. Here the base of the word is like down and up. So, and the next one, it's the minimum. When we're talking about the servers, we also talk about the minimum speed, about the bandwidth. Also, it's the next word that we have here. And you see, we also use this during our lessons. So, and the last one, IP addresses, maybe attentive students can remember the definition of the IP address itself. So this is all for today's lesson, and see you next time. Have a good time. Goodbye.